I'm an ex-founder of the Great Street Crips at Oklahoma City, which was formed in 1987. And on the road to being that member, I did a lot of bad things against individuals, against businesses. At the age of 17, I went to prison for extortion, robberies, sexually after the fact, anything you can name, I was there. I had over 200-something members up under me that I put on, or had put on. And what I mean by put on, I mean recruit. And I thought, that my life was going up because this was like a celebrity, a ghetto celebrity, a street celebrity. But I was always lost. Didn't feel like this was it. At the end of the day, it didn't feel right. Like, what it's all for? Yeah, you making money, you hustling, but it ain't the same. But I couldn't stop. It was like an addiction. I couldn't stop. And the more people came along, the more powerful I became. So when I was sent to prison, they sentenced me to 100-something years, 125 years. They dropped it down to a 50 and a 35 because I was never certified. They never certified me as an adult, but shot me to prison, gave me time and shot me to an adult prison until a lawyer, Ken Sue, got my case overturned. And what they did was take me back to court, knocked it down, took 5 counts away, and left me with these other counts, and gave me a 1535 run a while, which ended up to a 50-year sentence. Time incarceration, I was in 3 riots. I was stabbed 3 different times, total 12 times. And one time I almost died. Woke up in the ambulance, didn't know what happened, couldn't remember. I know walked out the gate and the ground raised up and hit me. On my birthday, January 19th, I was stabbed in the head, the face, and the hand while eating breakfast. No reason at all. The guy just stabbed me. I knew I was scared to die. I always been scared to die. That's why I was attacked first. And I didn't want to die like that. I didn't know what I was missing. I really didn't believe in Jesus Christ. I listen to people talking about Jesus all the time. And I get away from the subject. My God was the purple flag. That's why I used to tell them, I ain't got time for this. It was a battle. It was a constant battle. And I was really working for the devil and not knowing the things I was doing. I was recruiting people for the devil. But I was still doing my thing. I was still in the streets, and what we still call the streets in prison, we still out there in the mix. I never could get out the mix because my name, but no, I couldn't go outside or anywhere without 3 or 4 people around me to protect me at all times. So it was like, it's crazy. You got to have protection around you. You got to sleep with a knife. You got to do, because you didn't hurt people's family members, and they're constantly coming at you. And that's probably why I used to wake up with these bad nightmare dreams and everything else about people chasing me, trying to kill me. I lost the majority of my family members while I was incarcerated. I lost my mama in 1999 to cancer. I lost a 14-year-old brother also in 99. He got shot in the head. He was a young gang member. They started losing family members, and the more family members I lost, the more vicious I became. I started having people actually kidnapped while I was in prison. And it was like, I read about it in the paper and knowing I had this done. And one day, let me fast forward, one day, I was laying on the floor in my cell on lockdown because the police at Holdenville, because the police was gonna get stabbed. But I had a prayer warrior in my cell for the whole year. I ain't never let nobody like this ever move my cell. No. It was unheard of to let somebody like this move in. So they moved this guy in, they asked him, can I move in with him? I just come off from another prison from coming off lockup. That's why I mainly did most of my time in lockup. So I let him move in, and this guy prayed all day, all night, every day. We praying, let me pray for you, let me pray for you. Before I go out, before I come in, let me pray for you. And he told me, he said, when they release you from prison, you're gonna be a walking testimony for the Lord. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I went on about my business. But this one particular day, I was laying on the floor. The man and the woman came in and said, Fonzo, pack your stuff. I said, where I'm going? I think I'm going to lock up for this police almost getting killed. You got 30 minutes to decide where you gonna go. I said, you got to be kidding. My silly said, they for real. I said, so I stood there looking like I'm going home. There's people that I cared about, well, my family is in Oklahoma City, but some say Tulsa. But I didn't know where I was gonna go in Tulsa. That's the thing. Not knowing what's gonna be after 30 years. Not knowing you're gonna still have the same clout that you had when you left the streets. Oh yeah, I could've went back to Oklahoma City and probably took the streets back over. I kind of stayed in contact with them. I still had my certain group of people that I call the team. And so it was, but something was eating on me. I couldn't know what it was. Something was like pulling me like Tulsa. The day I got released, they had the major, the warden, and the deputy warden standing outside placing bets on when I'll be back. They said, we still got a bed open, ain't no sense you going home. You don't know nothing else. You 30 years, you've been incarcerated 30 years, so you're 17 years old. You've been nothing but causing us chaos since you've been in joint. Might as well just go hit somebody upside the head, throw a brick through the window. One said, I bet he don't last 30 days. The other said, I give him 6 months. The other said, I don't even give him that long. I just held my head down and was like, I'm not going back to prison. I'm not gonna be a statistic. I'm gonna be a success story some kind of way. But before I came to us, there was a psychiatrist woman that said, I want you to go to this program they got down there called Restoring Lives. And it says a group of guys are trying to get their lives together, they've been incarcerated before. They say you might be some stuff down there that you don't like, but the majority of the people down there really trying to get their lives together. And got my little belongings that I had, which fed in the shoebox. They gave me $500 check after 30 years being incarcerated. I didn't know what I was gonna do with it. I had a bus ticket, but this guy was supposed to take me to the bus. This young officer came out of the lockup and said I'd take him to the bus station. But instead of him taking me to the bus station, he said, man, I'm off work. I ain't got nothing to do for the rest of the day. Let me drive you all the way to Tulsa. This young guy drove me all the way to Tulsa, telling me about the streets, how things have changed, prices, different governors. He took me to cash my check, showed me how to do it. The people up there, I was looking at the prices of the drinks and stuff. The people say, oh, you worried about the prices, just take everything. They gave stuff too, the store gave stuff to me for free. I said, shh. But when we got to Tulsa, they took me to the Salvation Army. And I walked up in that place and I said, oh no, this ain't the place, this place ain't for me. Y'all got to be playing. So I got to his car. He like, this ain't the place we'll go. I said, this the address they said come to. But it was across the street. And they said, so I went across the street and the woman came out. She's like, I'm your case manager. She said, follow me to this place I'm taking you. So went up there to the place. They gave me a room with 3 other people in there, 2 other people in there. I already knew right flop of cards I didn't like this because it felt like I was in prison again. I just left the gang of men. But when I got there the first day, I called a personal good friend that my girlfriend, and she pulled right up on me. And I haven't seen my son in so long. I called him second and told him, here I come. I pulled up on him, and it seemed like, you free, you here. What are you gonna do? I knew I had to get a job because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to make it. This $500 was leaving like shoot. I didn't know what to do. I actually really didn't know what to do. For the first time in my life, I was stuck and I was just moving. But I didn't know something was moving me. At that time, I didn't know that something was moving me in the direction that they wanted me to go. I walked up to the construction site. I don't know nothing about no construction. And I looked. I seen the man in some penny loafs, some loafers, and hard hat and this and that and that. I looked at everybody else, they got boots on. So I said, that's the man. So I walked up to him and said, can I get a job? He said, what can you do? I said, shoot, anything you tell me to do and show me to do, I can do it. He said, can you tie rebar? And I was scared of heights. Yeah, I can tie it. I can tie a shoe, I can tie rebars. When can you come to work? I said, I can come to work now. He said, come work tomorrow. And gave me an address where to go. I said, hold on, how much I'm gonna be making an hour? He said, $15 an hour. I said, bet. I'm feeling like I'm part of society now. So, but the whole time in my mind, like you ain't gonna be able to live off no 9 to 5. Come on. Be for real, Fonzo. You ain't never lived off 9 to 5. But I worked so long, so many hours, I ain't had time to do nothing else. I've been packing all this stuff and rebars and all this steel, and the sun beaming down on me. As a kid, I didn't have no strength to do nothing else. So they had this one guy up there named John, and I'm gonna say his name, started hanging around me out of nowhere. He used my phone one day. John asked to use my phone. He took out all my contacts. So now I'm stuck down in Tulsa without no contacts. But I ain't knowing I ain't got no contacts, because I don't know nothing about these phones. All this technology and stuff is new to me. Everything is new to me. So my girlfriend called some kind of way and said, why you got me on block? I said, block? I ain't got you on block. And so we looked, and everybody, my whole people that I can get in contact with is on block. So I've been down in Tulsa with nowhere to go, no loss, every loss. No, can't contact my family, the few family I got. So anger took over. Some just raged inside of me, said destroy. And I told my girlfriend, wait till in the morning. I can show you better than I can tell you. I got up on and started climbing them stairs, and I picked this like hammer up. And I already knew in my mind, I already said what to do. It was already true. I seen everything go in motion. And this phone, when my phone ring, usually I look at the number. I don't answer numbers that I don't know, but something told me answer his phone. I answered it, and it was a man's voice on the other end, but it wasn't just any type of voice. This voice is just like it just stops you.
This is Cody with Christ Centered Lawn. He said, who? I said, Cody with Christ Centered Lawn, and he said, okay.
He said, you want a job? I'm like, man, I'll call you back. I was on my mission again. But I took like 5 steps, and it seemed like something just stopped me. Bam. When can I start? I don't know what I was tripping over. I didn't even care about the pay or nothing. But I did ask him how much you can pay. He said $10 an hour. I said, okay. Next day I went to work for Cody. And Cody started telling me about Jesus, the Lord, and everything else, you know. And I'm listening to Christian music, but at the same time, I'm thinking about, I done took this loss to get this job. What am I gonna do? I got to be the craziest person in the world to take a pay cut.
He started working for us. He came over, started working on the landscaping crew, which is what I run, and got to start knowing Fonzo.
So as the days in music, he asked me to listen to these songs about the 99, but the one that he go get. And I listened to that song, and I sat on the porch of one of our job sites. He said, Fonzo, go around and listen to that. I went around there, and I listened to that song. And he said, you that one he coming to get. I said, Cody, if you die today, how you know for sure you're going to heaven? He said, because faith in my belief, knowing that Jesus Christ died for me, I know I'm going to heaven. Till I gave my soul and my life to Jesus Christ. And I said, I'm afraid to die. I never told nobody that. I don't know what made me tell Cody that I was scared to die. Because everybody thought I was just rough and like I didn't have no feelings. And I couldn't show no emotions. Nowhere in the world I could show any emotions in prison. Couldn't cry with my mom and dad, I couldn't do nothing. I had to hold all these emotions inside, I couldn't show no side no weaknesses. I
told him that I was going to be going to church and where we go to church, and he said, can you come pick me up? I said, you want to go to church with me? And he said, yes, I do. So I came by, he was there sitting on the bench ready for me to pick him up. We picked him up, I brought him to church, and before we got out of the car, I told him, I said, I'm excited that you're here. I said, and God's even more excited.
Yes, he picked me up to come to church. And when I stepped on them stairs at the Foundation Church, it was something that just started rocking me. And I knew right then when I stepped up in there, I said, something like, this is where you belong. And I was hearing stuff, but I wasn't knowing what it was. And so we got in there, and it was the most beautiful music I ever heard. I mean, but it was something else. I was feeling light. All these emotions came out. I don't know where it came from. To this day, I can't tell you what was going on, My body was not there. I was not there. I don't know what, half the things I don't remember what was going on. I remember people around me. But it was also other things around me. But I was hearing some music so crystal clear that it was like you dancing for the Lord. But at the same time, Cody was saying, let it go. You got 30 years to let it go. You deserve this. And I knew right then and there that I want to change my life. I couldn't live like that no more. I didn't want to hurt nobody. Everything was going, and he said, God forgives you.
This is your day one. Everything else that happened and stuff is gone. This is your day one. Your new life starts now.
And it broke me down so much to that boom, because I ain't never been forgiven for anything that I have done. But I want to be forgiven then. Everything that I did, I was so sorry for. I felt so remorseful. I ain't never felt remorseful for anything, and I wish I could go back and redo everything that I done did. But I couldn't. And it hurt so bad that I couldn't. Led to the altar, walked to the altar, I don't remember. But I remember I confessed my sins. And I said, I'll never hurt anybody ever again. I never turn back. And Cody been there, he been more than my boss. He been my mentor, my friend, even my family. And he told me, the struggle is real.
There will be struggles. There'll be rough times.
You're gonna struggle. Devil gonna attack you at all angles now.
But I said, you just got to know Christ Jesus is going to be there with you. And I said, I'm going to be there with you because now we're brothers in Christ.
And after I got baptized, when I came up at that water, oh shoot, it felt like some, whoof, you just be picked up by a big eagle or something, like boom. I knew I didn't have a care in the world no more because I knew for that instant right there, if I died right then and there, I would go to heaven. And that's the only thing I cared about. I'm not turning back because I got Cody, I got this ministry group. Not only my church, the foundation church, support, but this is my therapeutic. I love this church. I try to bring everybody I can know. And if you come around me, I'm gonna talk about Jesus. But I stop talking to, I do. When you come pick me up from work, when you come pick me up to go to work, I be out from Quick Trip with people praying with them and everything else. It's crazy how I be doing. And I tell Cody, y'all just pray with this woman right here, this woman do. One day I had like a circle of people. They tell me their stories and everything else. Cause I said, what you doing? Just sit out there and people just come and start talking to you. I don't know how it starts. Lord knows I don't know how it starts, but it don't be me. But I don't know enough to tell them this is how it's supposed to be, this is how it's supposed to be. Instead of that, I say, well, come to church and you'll find your answers there. Come with me, I promise you, the foundation will change your life. And they have. If it weren't for Cody calling that day, I'd never seen the sunlight rise again. God put him in my life to guide me, help me through this, to be there, not only for me, because he hired my son. My son been in prison. He put us together, and we got reunited. It was on Father's Day. He been asking me all week, up to Father's Day. Yeah, I ain't got no money, Dad, but I want to do something for you on Father's Day. I want to do something for you on Father's Day. He said, what you want on Father's Day? I said, I want you to come to church with me. Because I want you to feel what I felt. And he said, man, Dad, anything else? I said, no, I want you to come to church with me. For real, I want you to come to church with me. He said, okay, I'm going to come to church with you. I said, okay. I didn't want nothing else. I just want you to come to church. And even on the day of church, even though that Sunday came, he still tried to get out of it. Now went to the last minute. I ain't got no clothes to wear. I ain't got this and that and another. I gave him some clothes and this and that. Right this. He came to church. Cody heard him that day. And he was coming. He was steady coming to church with me Sundays. And he was feeling it. But he had forces and influences against him that kept him. You don't need church. You ain't got to go to church. People going to church is looking for God. If you stay here and you can pray right here, it is God. His feelings is for this one person that's just got him brainwashed. He know the truth, but the love that he had for somebody else is outweighing what he needs to do. It's sad, but I don't give up on him. I don't wash my hands of them because my brothers passed away. But before he passed away, he came to church. He said, Doc, I want what you got. He seen it was real. He seen Cody and then pull up on me. And he seen it. He said, I want that right there. I said, you want that right there? You gotta go get it. Because it's out there for you. Jesus is waiting on you. But you got to make a concrete effort. Like, I could never get the men to come to church if I would in any other circumstances, but he said, I'm going to go to church. And he came to church. He did what he said he was going to do. I can't say he came to church sober, but he came to church. Because he said, Doc, I had a sip. We told you I knew he had a sip because I smelled it on his breath. But I came to church. Because he's an alcoholic. He was an alcoholic, stone alcoholic. We couldn't find him with him. But he kept that word. He came to church. And a couple days later, he called Kevin. He's a member of our church. He called Kevin. And they went on some scripture and stuff. And he's making concrete effort every day to change. But the surroundings was full of alcoholics. And he said, Doc, move in with me. You know, because it was always me and him growing up, Doc and Duck. You never seen him. And it ain't the same without him no more. I mean, because it ain't no more Doc and Duck. He has to be forgiven for everything he did. You asked him to raise his hand. He raised his hand. He said, you told him to say the prayer. He said the prayer. He cried. And he said, I'm saved now. He said, you sure, Doc, I'm saved now? I said, yeah, you saved. And that's the only thing he was worried about, was him being saved. And, you know, periodically, the last couple of weeks and months up to before he died, he started coming over. We started hanging out more. Because I told him I ain't going to hang out. As long as you drinking like that, I can't hang out with you. Because I ain't going to do nothing, take your bottles and hide them and do everything else with him anyway. And that's what I used to do him like that anyway. But he slowed, he didn't stop. And he said, I need help. I was, yeah, you need help. But I was going to move in with him because he slowed down so much that he was able to do everything. He said, I'm going to cook tonight, I'm going to cook this meatloaf when you come over, when you move in. Because he's an excellent cook. But the Lord had another plans for him. He took him at the right time, though. Finna call Kevin. He said, tell Kevin when you go to church Sunday, I'm calling him. I said, I'm gonna tell him. I told Kevin. And Kevin told me today that he missed call from Duck because his machine was wishing on when Duck tried to call him. Duck wanted to feel the salvation. And I get strength knowing that he knew the Lord. Like I said, God had put people in my life to help me get through everything, the bumps. He ain't gonna let me go back. But the day we got that call about my brother, everything that ever happened to me, Cody always been right there. At that time, every time, some incident that reared his head up to bring me back into the fold, Cody been right there, right then and there. And right then and there, he stopped me from doing something, going back to my old ways. Because I remember taking off and with hatred in my heart, ready to destroy. That's the only thing going to me. And he said, the devil working on you. The devil tell you go back to your old ways. Don't let him win. He said, look at me, let me see a smile, let me see my eyes shine. And he turned my face towards him, and I looked at him. And looking in Cody's eyes melt you. And he said, I don't know what to say. And I hope I say the right words. But no, I'm living for the Lord. That's my leader. That's my coach. They said it'd be 6 months that I stay out of prison. It's been 5 months now. I know we're close to coming to prison or going back to prison than I was 2 months ago or a month ago. I'm on my way back. I'm on my way back next year to tell you that you'll never see me again behind prison walls. I'm coming to lead these people back home to where they belong. Trust and believe that what y'all said was false. To put them into another game instead of the cricket game. And so, come on, if I recruit for the devil, well, I sure recruit for the Lord.